Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now today's video is going to be a little special. First of all, it's going to be shorter than most of our videos because we always go into, at least many times we do, into some of these discussions where we compare philosophy with photography and other things. Today's video is going to be mainly three topics. It's going to be an apology, it's going to be a congratulations, and a note of sympathy. I hope all of you have been doing well. So let's start with the apology. The apology comes from me to you because when I joined this channel, when I created this channel, one of the things I committed to myself and to all my viewers, is that I would put out a weekly video. Now there was a time back in the earlier part of the summer that I went a week without publishing a video. I didn't publish one on the weekend, and then I think like a month back, there was another weekend where I didn't do it. And it was because of travel purposes, travel reasons. I wasn't prepared to record while I was traveling. I am kind of now, but I didn't record anything. And, I didn't mention it. I just continued with the flow whenever I, got back. But this time, I went recently 3 weekends without publishing a video. So hence my apology to you. Basically, we ended up getting COVID. And it took me down for 12 days. And after you get COVID, everybody, of course, handles it differently, right? Everybody's different. And everybody gets different things, different symptoms. With me, I got over it in 12 days. And, luckily for all of us in the family, it was kind of just an inconvenience, right? More than a lot of other people can say. But after you get over it, you need to get strength back. And I lost 15 pounds, and I don't really have 15 pounds to lose. So, I wasn't in any condition to do a video. My mind wasn't there, I had scripted like 3 or 4 maybe different scripts, but they were all, my typical videos, 20 to 30 minutes. So I just didn't have it in me. I was out of breath. So, number one, I apologize sincerely from the bottom of my heart for missing 3 weekends. It was never my intention. So this is going to be a short kind of an intro video getting back in. Before we get into number 2, I have coffee with me today. I normally have water, but I'm going to ask that you pause the video and go get your drink, whatever it is. Whether it's a nice cup of coffee or tea or water, whatever you like when you sit back and listen to a video. Just pause for a second. I want you to be well hydrated because that's one of the ways we stay healthy. We keep our immune system up and we do a better job at fighting things like COVID. That cup of coffee came out perfect. Gosh. Hang on a second. Oh, that felt good. Number 2 for this video. Number 2, I said, would be congratulations. So what am I talking about here? Congratulations. Well, if you look at the title, it was COVID and photography. So I want to tie photography in because this is a photography channel. But let me tell you right now, it doesn't just apply to photography. It applies to anybody who has, during these really tough COVID times, stuck with what they were doing. But for photographers specifically, because this is a channel for photography, congratulations to you. If you were doing photography as a hobby and you didn't drop it, you continued going out, you continue doing whatever it is you do with your photography. Some people like to do things indoors, like take pictures of flowers or smoke or water drops, whatever it is. If you continued your hobby, congratulations. If you were making money from your photography and you continued to push forward through that, yeah, you probably saw some harder times, but if you continued moving forward, pursuing clients, shooting your gigs, editing your pictures, learning, if you just continue to push forward, and I know a few photographers that did, and you know what? They're actually bouncing back pretty well right now. So if you're one of these photographers that just continue to trek forward, congratulations to you, kudos to you. And even if you took a little break because COVID hit somebody in your family, or hit you, or just in general, the whole COVID energy, right? Brought so many people down. Some people lost their jobs. If you were doing it as a side gig and you had another job and you lost that, if you took a break from photography or from whatever else you do, and now you're starting to come back, well, guess what? Congratulations to you too. You deserve a kudos as well. because we all get down sometimes and we take breaks. And as long as we come back to what we love, that's all that matters. I even know some people that had no photography business before COVID. And when COVID hit, they decided that they were going to take their camera and the knowledge they had, they were going to continue to expand their knowledge, but they were going to start getting into portraits and some small weddings. And they started doing that during COVID. Isn't that freaking cool? So congratulations, big kudos to you guys. There's so much to be happy about. There's so much to celebrate in life, right? So to everybody who has continued trekking forward on anything that they're pursuing, any entrepreneurship, new business, existing business, hobbies, learning more, whatever it is that passions you, congratulations. The third note is a note of sympathy from me to you and to your families. Laying there in bed, let me tell you, I couldn't help but think, I've been thinking about it all along. I mean, it hit pretty much everybody, right? We all saw the news and how people were dying in Europe and in this country and in so many countries, right? New York City got hit so bad. And I couldn't help but just lay there and think of how fortunate my family was and how fortunate I was that it was just an inconvenience for us, right? So many images that I saw early on in the news, which I stopped seeing since last year. I haven't seen any news because you know what? That stuff doesn't matter. I read the headlines, I find out what's happening in this country and other countries here in the US, and then I move forward. And that's it. That's all I need. 10 minutes of headlines. I don't need to see pictures. I don't need people's opinion. Unfortunately, most news, broadcasting channels have become full of opinion. And they give you the news and then they give you their opinion of what's happening. And I don't need people's opinion when I watch the news, right? There are a couple of channels that are opinionless as best as they can, but they're hard to come by these days. But back to the point. I couldn't help but just lay there and think of all the people, some people I knew, some people were relatives of people I knew that lost their life to COVID. And it must have been, especially early on when it was so new and it was so scary, when I was walking through the front door, taking my shoes off, changing my clothing, Lysoling my shoes and washing my hands before I touched any of my family members, right? Because I had to go get groceries. And then bringing the groceries bags, wiping them all down, wiping everything I pulled out of the bags down. It was a difficult time for us and for everybody else. And some people weren't as lucky. It wasn't just an inconvenience, right? It was their demise. So if you know somebody who perished during these times, if you know a friend or a relative of somebody that you're close to, from the bottom of my heart again, my deepest sympathy. I'm very sorry, Laying there just brought it all out and just put it in my face. And I was thinking of even you guys, people that come on the channel, how many of you have lost people you loved or just got really sick and got close to, maybe even dying yourselves. So I'm really sorry if any of this happened to you guys, if you had to go through it. You're stronger for being here now and getting through all this. And in a way I congratulate you as well. But definitely my deepest sympathy. So that's basically it. That's all I have for today. An apology for missing out on 3 weekends. A congratulations or kudos for you guys for continuing to move forward on your hobbies and your interests and your passions and your business and whatever you're pursuing. And even your day job, for keeping that moving forward. And then last but not least, just my sympathy to you guys for putting up with everything you've put up with. And I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you're coming back. And I hope that this is a mild introduction back into the videos every weekend. I hope to continue seeing you guys. Please like down below, subscribe on this side, and hit the little notification bell so you get notified. And I will hopefully see you every weekend moving forward for the rest of our lives. I love you guys a great deal, and I hope you continue taking care of yourselves. Until our next video, ciao for now.